Alex Carter sat in his small, cluttered apartment, staring at the screen of his laptop. The sun was setting outside, casting long shadows across the room. He felt a heavy weight in his chest. It had been months since his best friend, Mia, moved to another city for a new job. They had shared everything: laughter, secrets, and dreams. Now, the silence felt like a chasm between them. He opened his messaging app, scrolling through their old conversations. Pictures of their adventures together filled the screen, hiking up mountains, laughing at silly jokes, and celebrating each other's successes. But now, there were no new messages, no updates about her life. Just an empty space where her presence used to be. Alex sighed, feeling a wave of sadness wash over him. He missed her so much. He wanted to reach out, to reconnect, but the thought of it made him anxious. What if she had moved on? What if she didn't want to talk to him anymore? The fear of rejection held him back, even as his heart longed to bridge the distance. As he sat there, lost in thought, his phone buzzed. It was a notification from social media, a photo Mia had posted. She was smiling, surrounded by new colleagues at a vibrant cafe. They looked happy, and Alex felt a pang of jealousy mixed with sadness. Why can't I just reach out? He muttered to himself. He picked up his phone, his fingers hovering over the screen. He wanted to send her a message, to tell her how much he missed her, but the words felt stuck in his throat. Instead, he put the phone down and walked to the window. The city glowed with life, but inside, he felt isolated. Alex thought back to when Mia had told him about her new job. It's a great opportunity, Alex. I'm excited, she had said, her eyes shining with hope. He had been happy for her, but now he couldn't shake the feeling that he had lost a part of himself. Days turned into weeks, and still he didn't reach out. Every time he thought about it, doubt crept in. What if she didn't have time for him? What if their friendship had faded? But deep down, he knew he had to try. He couldn't let fear keep him from someone he cared about so much. One evening, as he sat at his desk, Alex made a decision. He opened his laptop and typed a message. Hey, Mia, I hope you're doing well. I've been thinking about you a lot. I miss our talks. How's the new job? His heart raced as he hit send. He stared at the screen, waiting for a reply. Minutes felt like hours, but then his phone chimed. It was Mia. I miss you too, Alex. The job is great, but I really miss our hangouts. Let's video chat soon. A wave of relief washed over him. She still cared. They set a date for their video call, and Alex felt a flicker of hope ignite within him. He spent the next few days preparing, excited to reconnect with her. When the day arrived, he set up his laptop in a cozy corner of his room, making sure the lighting was just right. As the clock ticked closer to their call, he felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. What would they talk about? Would it feel the same? Finally, the screen lit up, and Mia's face appeared. Alex, she exclaimed, her smile brightening. The room. It's so good to see you. Good to see you too, he replied, his heart lifting. They began to chat, catching up on each other's lives. Mia shared stories about her new coworkers, and Alex told her about his recent projects. As they talked, the distance that had felt so overwhelming began to fade. Laughter filled the air as they reminisced about old times, their connection growing stronger with every moment. Alex realized how much he had missed this, how important their friendship was. After their call, Alex felt lighter, filled with hope. He had taken a step toward reconnecting, and it felt good. He understood now that friendships could endure distance. If both people were willing to make the effort. As he settled down for the night, Alex reflected on their conversation. The distance that had once seemed insurmountable now felt manageable. He knew that he and Mia could overcome anything together, no matter where life took them. The next day, He decided to send her a little care package, a collection of their favorite snacks, and a handwritten note. It was a simple gesture, but it felt right. He wanted to remind her that even though they were miles apart, she was still very much in his heart. Days turned into weeks again, and their communication blossomed. They started having regular video calls, sharing their lives despite the distance. Each conversation brought them closer, reinforcing the bond they had built over the years. One day, Mia surprised him with a video call that was different from the usual. "I have something to tell you," she said, her eyes sparkling with excitement. "I'm coming to visit. I can't wait to see you." Alex's heart soared. "Really? That's amazing. I can't wait either." The anticipation of seeing her in person filled him with joy. When the day of her visit finally arrived, Alex could hardly contain his excitement. He waited at the door, heart pounding, and when he saw her walking towards him, he rushed out to greet her. They embraced tightly, and all the distance that had once separated them melted away in that moment. "I'm so glad we reconnected," Mia said, her voice full of warmth. "Me too," Alex replied, feeling grateful for the chance to have her back in his life. They spent the day exploring the city, just like old times, creating new memories that would last a lifetime. In the end, Alex realized that even when distance seemed daunting, hope and effort could bring people back together. No one wanted to have intimate connections with someone they felt distant from, but sometimes it just took a small step to bridge that gap. And then everything changed. After Mia's visit, Alex felt a renewed sense of hope. Their friendship had grown stronger, and he realized that distance could not diminish their bond. However, as the weeks went by, that feeling of distant loneliness crept back in. Mia was busy with her new job, and even though they still chatted, Alex sometimes felt like he was losing her again. One evening, Alex sat on his couch, flipping through a photo album. Each picture told a story of their adventures hiking in the mountains, late-night talks, and spontaneous road trips. He smiled at the memories, but felt a pang of sadness. He missed the simplicity of just being together. With a sigh, he grabbed his phone and opened their chat. He hesitated for a moment before typing, "Hey, Mia. How's everything going? I miss you." He hit send and waited. Time seemed to stretch as he stared at the screen. His mind raced with doubts. What if she was too busy? What if she didn't miss him as much as he missed her? Just as he began to feel anxious, his phone chimed. "Hey, Alex, I miss you too. Work has been crazy. Let's chat this weekend?" He felt a rush of relief. They set a time for their call, and Alex spent the next few days looking forward to it. He wanted to share something important. He had been thinking about how to make their friendship stronger, despite the distance. When the weekend arrived, Alex prepared for the call, finding a quiet spot in his apartment. When Mia's face appeared on the screen, he felt his heart lift. She looked happy, but there was something in her eyes, a hint of sadness that he couldn't ignore. "Hey, Mia. You look great," he said, trying to keep the conversation light. "Thanks, Alex." "You too. I've been busy, but I'm managing," she replied, though her smile didn't quite reach her eyes. As they chatted, Alex noticed Mia seemed distracted. He knew her well enough to sense when something was bothering her. "Is everything okay? You seem a little off." Mia hesitated, playing with her hair. "I'm just adjusting to everything. It's a big change, you know. Sometimes I feel really alone here." His heart sank. "I get it. I feel that way too sometimes. It's like we're both in different worlds now." She nodded, her eyes filling with understanding. "I miss our talks. I thought moving would be exciting, but I didn't realize how much I would miss you." Alex's chest tightened. "I miss you too. I want to help, but it's hard being so far apart." Mia sighed. "I wish there was something we could do to feel closer." Sometimes I feel like I'm losing my connection to everyone back home." Inspired by her words, Alex suddenly had an idea. What if we start a new project together? Something we could work on, even from a distance. It could be a fun way to stay connected. Mia's eyes brightened. "That sounds amazing. What do you have in mind?" Alex thought for a moment. "What if we create a blog about our experiences? We can share our thoughts, adventures, and even tips for handling change. It could be a way to connect with others who feel the same way." "I love that idea," Mia exclaimed. "It would be a great way to keep our friendship alive and help others too." They spent the next hour brainstorming ideas for their blog. They discussed topics like friendship, overcoming distance, and sharing their personal stories. The excitement in their voices grew as they planned out the first few posts. "I can't wait to start this," Mia said, her earlier sadness fading away. "It feels good to have something to work on together." "Exactly. We can keep each other motivated," Alex replied, feeling a sense of purpose. "Let's set a goal to post once a week. It'll give us something to look forward to." As they wrapped up their call, Alex felt a surge of hope. They had found a way to reconnect, and it made him realize that relationships could evolve, even if they changed form. Over the next few weeks, they dove into their blog. They wrote about everything from their favorite memories to the challenges of adjusting to new environments. Each post brought them closer together, and they began to attract readers who resonated with their experiences. The comments from their readers were encouraging. People shared their own stories of distance. As the months passed, Alex and Mia's blog continued to grow. They posted regularly, sharing their thoughts and experiences while encouraging others to reach out and connect. Each new follower brought excitement, but Alex still felt a hint of sadness lingering in the background. He missed the days when Mia was just a short drive away, able to share spontaneous adventures and late-night talks in person. One evening, as he sat on his couch scrolling through their blog comments, he noticed a message from a reader named Sarah. She wrote about feeling isolated after moving to a new city for college. Her words struck a chord with Alex. He remembered how lost he had felt when Mia first left, and he understood Sarah's pain. Inspired, Alex decided to reach out to Sarah. He sent her a message through the blog, offering support and inviting her to join their next video chat. "We're all in this together," he wrote. "Let's connect." To his surprise, Sarah responded almost immediately. "I'd love to. Thanks for reaching out. It's nice to know I'm not alone." They arranged a time for a group call, and Alex felt a sense of purpose. He realized that helping others could also help him feel less distant. On the day of the call, Mia joined in, visibly excited. "This is a great idea, Alex. I can't wait to meet her," she said. When Sarah joined the call, her nerves were evident. She smiled shyly, and Alex could see her apprehension. "Hi, I'm Sarah. Thanks for inviting me," she said softly. "Hi, Sarah. I'm Alex, and this is Mia. We're thrilled to have you here," Alex replied warmly. "We started this blog to share our experiences and help others feel connected." Mia added, "We've both felt lonely after moving away, so we totally understand what you're going through." As they talked, Sarah began to open up. She shared her struggles with making friends and adapting to a new environment. Alex listened attentively, nodding in understanding. He could see how relieved she felt to share her feelings with someone who understood. After some discussion, Mia proposed an idea. "What if we start a series on the blog about building friendships in new places? We could share tips and stories to help others like Sarah." Alex's eyes lit up. "That's perfect. We can include our experiences and invite others to share theirs as well." Sarah's face brightened. "I'd love to help. It would be nice to share my journey and hear from others." The three of them discussed potential topics for the series, excited about the possibilities. It felt good to have a shared goal, and Alex realized that by helping Sarah, he also found a way to reconnect with Mia on a deeper level. As the days went by, they worked on their new series, sharing stories about their experiences making friends in new places. Each post brought more readers and more stories, creating a sense of community. Alex felt a warmth in his heart, knowing they were making a difference. One evening, as he was writing a post about overcoming loneliness, he received a message from Mia. "Can we talk? I want to share something important." His heart raced. "Sure, what's up?" When they connected on video, he could see a mix of excitement and nervousness on her face. "I've been thinking a lot about our blog and how we're helping others," she began. "But I also feel like we need to do more. We've been talking about distance, but what if we actually did something together?" "What do you mean?" Alex asked, curious. "What if we planned a weekend retreat? We could invite Sarah and a few others from our blog community to meet in person. We can share stories, brainstorm ideas, and build real connections." Alex's heart raced at the thought. "That sounds amazing. But how would we organize it?" "I can help with that. We can find a place that's central for everyone and plan activities." "I know it might be a lot of work, but I think it could be so rewarding," Mia said, her eyes sparkling with enthusiasm. "I love it," Alex replied, feeling a surge of excitement. "Let's do it. We can create a space for people to connect and support each other." They spent the next few weeks planning the retreat, reaching out to readers and inviting them to join. As the date approached, Alex felt a mix of nerves and excitement. This would be the first time he would meet some of the people he had only interacted with online. Finally, the day arrived. Alex arrived at the retreat location, a cozy cabin surrounded by trees and nature. He felt a rush of happiness as he took in the beautiful scenery. Soon, Mia arrived, and they greeted each other with a warm hug. "I can't believe we're finally doing this," she exclaimed, her excitement infectious. As guests began to arrive, Alex felt a wave of nervous energy. He met Sarah, who was just as warm and friendly in person as she had been online. There were others, 2 people from different backgrounds, each with their own story of moving away and feeling alone. Over the weekend, they shared meals, played games, and engaged in deep conversations. They worked together on activities that encouraged connection and vulnerability. Alex and Mia led discussions about friendship, loneliness, and the importance of supporting one another. As they sat around the fire one evening, sharing stories and laughter, Alex felt a sense of belonging he hadn't experienced in a long time. He looked at Mia, who was glowing with happiness, and realized how far they had come. They had transformed their distance into something meaningful, creating a community of support and friendship. "Thank you for believing in this idea, Alex," Mia said softly, her eyes shining in the firelight. "I couldn't have done it without you." "I couldn't have done it without you either." "This has been incredible," Alex replied, feeling grateful for her presence in his life. As the night wore on, they shared their dreams and hopes for the future. Alex felt a renewed sense of purpose. He realized that even when distance felt overwhelming, they could create connections that mattered. When the weekend came to an end, there were hugs and promises to stay in touch. Everyone exchanged contact information, and Alex felt hopeful. They had built something beautiful together, and he knew this was only the beginning. Driving home, he reflected on how far he had come. He had faced his fears and reached out not only to Mia, but to others who needed support. They had created a space for connection, and in doing so, they reminded each other that love and friendship could thrive, no matter the distance. As he arrived home and settled into his routine, Alex felt a sense of fulfillment. He had taken steps to bridge the gap and had grown closer to Mia and their community. He knew that even when life took them in different directions, Hope would always guide them back to each other. Not no one wanted to have intimate connections that felt distant, but they had shown that with courage and effort, it was possible to create something meaningful. And then everything changed. Asterisk. The weekend retreat had been a turning point for Alex and Mia. After spending quality time with Sarah and others, they returned to their everyday lives feeling more connected than ever. The experience had strengthened their friendship and given them both a renewed sense of purpose. However, Alex couldn't shake the feeling of sadness that sometimes crept back in. One evening, as Alex prepared to write a new blog post, he thought about how much he missed Mia. They had been video chatting regularly since the retreat, but he longed for more personal connection. Their friendship had improved, but he still felt a distance that he couldn't quite define. He opened his laptop and began typing. Dear readers, today I want to talk about the importance of connection, especially with those we care about. It's easy to feel distant when life gets busy, but making time for each other is essential. As he wrote, he remembered the warmth of Mia's laughter and the way she had encouraged him to be brave. He decided to share a personal story about his feelings of loneliness after she moved away, emphasizing that everyone experiences distance in friendships. After finishing the post, he sent it to Mia for her thoughts. She replied quickly, I love it, Alex. This is so relatable. I've felt this way too, especially after moving. Let's keep sharing these experiences. Feeling motivated, Alex decided to take the next step. He wanted to show Mia how much she meant to him, beyond just words and virtual conversations. He remembered a conversation they had during the retreat about how they both loved exploring new places and trying new things. He thought, what if I surprise Mia with a trip? A chance to reconnect in person again. Excited by the idea, he began planning. He found a charming little cabin in a national park a few hours away from both their homes. It was a place where they could hike, talk, and enjoy nature together. After booking the cabin, he sent Mia a message. I have a surprise for you. Pack your bags. We're going on a weekend adventure. Mia responded with a flurry of excited emojis. Oh my gosh, I can't wait. Where are we going? It's a surprise. Just trust me. It'll be fun, he replied, smiling at the thought of their upcoming adventure. The days passed slowly as Alex awaited the weekend. He felt a mix of excitement and nervousness. Would this trip help them reconnect even more? Would they fall back into their old rhythm? Or would the distance still linger? Finally, the weekend arrived. Alex drove to pick up Mia, and when she stepped out of her apartment, he couldn't help but grin. She looked radiant, her eyes sparkling with excitement. Hey, adventure buddy, she said, giving him a warm hug. Ready for some fun? Alex replied, feeling a surge of joy. As they drove toward the cabin, they chatted about everything work, life, and their blog. It felt so natural, just like old times. When they arrived, they were greeted by the beauty of nature. The cabin was nestled among. After their amazing weekend retreat, Alex and Mia returned to their daily lives with a renewed sense of purpose. Their friendship felt stronger than ever, and they had a plan to keep it that way. They were committed to meeting regularly and continuing their blog, which had become a source of inspiration for many. However, as the weeks went by, Alex noticed something troubling. Mia seemed to be more stressed at work, and her messages became less frequent. He could sense that something was bothering her, and it worried him. He didn't want to lose the connection they had built after the retreat. One evening, while writing a new blog post about overcoming challenges, Alex decided to reach out to Mia. He sent her a message. Hey, Mia, I've been thinking about you. How's everything going? After a few minutes, Mia replied, Hey, Alex, things are okay. Just really busy with work. I'm sorry I haven't been in touch as much. Alex felt a pang in his heart. I understand. Just know I'm here if you need to talk. I miss our chats. A few days later, they finally scheduled a video call. When Mia joined, Alex could see the tiredness in her eyes. "Hey, how are you?" she asked, forcing a smile. "I'm good. Just worried about you." "You don't seem like yourself," Alex replied, concerned not Mia sighed. "I know. Work has been overwhelming. I feel pressure to perform, and it's hard to balance everything. Some days, I just want to hide under my blanket and forget about it all. I get it. It's tough to feel that pressure, especially when you're in a new place," Alex said gently. "But you don't have to go through it alone. I'm here to support you." Mia nodded, her eyes glistening with unshed tears. "Thank you, Alex. I appreciate it. I just feel distant from everyone, and sometimes I wonder if I made the right choice moving here." Alex felt a surge of empathy for her. "You've accomplished so much already. Remember how excited you were about this job? You're strong, and you can get through this. We just need to find a way to stay connected." Mia smiled weakly. "You always know what to say. I'm lucky to have you in my life. But we need to make sure we're both okay," Alex replied. "How about we plan another weekend together? We can escape the stress and recharge." Mia perked up a little. "That sounds great. I'd love that." They spent the rest of the call discussing ideas for their next adventure. Alex felt a sense of relief, knowing that they were working together to strengthen their bond. However, he also knew that the pressures of life could sometimes pull them apart if they weren't careful. As the days passed, Alex noticed a change in Mia. She seemed more focused and engaged at work, but he could still sense underlying stress. One evening, he received a message from her that gave him pause. "Hey, Alex, I've been thinking. I don't know if we should continue the blog." His stomach dropped. "What? Why not?" "I feel like I'm not contributing enough. I've been so busy and stressed that I can't keep up." "I don't want to let you down," she replied. Alex felt a wave of frustration. "Mia, you're not letting anyone down. We started this together, and it's okay if things get tough. We can take a break or adjust our schedule. I don't want you to feel overwhelmed." "I know, but I'm worried about what others think. Some people criticize my writing, and I feel like I'm not good enough," she admitted, her voice trembling. Alex took a deep breath. "Mia, remember why we started this blog? It was about sharing our experiences and helping others, not about perfection. Everyone faces challenges, and your voice matters. But what if people don't want to hear my struggles?" She replied, looking down. "They do want to hear it. It's real, and it connects us all. We're not alone in this," Alex reassured her. "Let's remind ourselves that this blog is about supporting each other, not about impressing anyone." Mia paused, considering his words. "You're right. I guess I just need to remember that it's okay to be vulnerable." "Absolutely. We've built a community because we're honest and relatable. Let's keep it that way," Alex encouraged. After their conversation, they decided to take a short break from posting. They agreed to focus on their friendship and support each other, rather than the blog's performance. This decision lifted a weight off Mia's shoulders, and Alex felt grateful that they could communicate openly. A few weeks later, Mia called Alex with exciting news. "I got a promotion at work." "That's amazing. I'm so proud of you," Alex exclaimed, feeling genuinely happy for her. "Thanks. I think the support from our blog community helped me realize I could do it," she said, her voice filled with excitement. "I want to write a post about it and share this journey." "Absolutely. Your story is inspiring, and people will want to hear it," Alex replied, feeling a renewed sense of purpose. Together, they began drafting a new blog post about resilience, sharing how they had faced personal challenges and supported each other. Mia's enthusiasm was infectious, and Alex felt a spark of hope in their friendship. As they worked together, Mia began to open up more about her experiences at work. She shared the struggles she faced with colleagues and how she had started to build connections with them. Alex listened, offering encouragement and advice. One evening, while they were brainstorming ideas, Mia said, "You know, I think we should invite some of our blog readers to share their stories too. It would be great to hear from others who have faced similar challenges." "That's a fantastic idea," Alex replied. "We could create a series where people can share their experiences. It would show that we're all in this together." They spent the next few days reaching out to their community, inviting readers to contribute their stories. The response was overwhelming. People shared their own struggles, triumphs, and lessons learned. As they compiled the stories, Alex and Mia felt a sense of purpose and connection. They realized that their blog had become a safe space for people to share their experiences. This strengthened their friendship even more. On the day they published the series, Alex felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. They had poured their hearts into this project, and he hoped it would resonate with their readers. When the post went live, the response was positive. Readers expressed gratitude for the vulnerability and authenticity of the stories shared. Comments poured in, praising Mia and Alex for creating a community that felt welcoming and supportive. Mia called Alex to celebrate. "We did it! People are connecting with our stories. I knew we could make a difference," Alex replied, feeling proud of their hard work. This is just the beginning. As they continued to grow their blog, Alex and Mia found themselves more connected than ever. They had faced challenges, but they had also discovered the power of vulnerability and support. Their friendship had transformed into something deeper, built on trust and understanding. In the end, Alex realized that even when life felt overwhelming, hope could guide them through. No one wanted to feel distant from those they cared about, but together they had proven that distance was not a barrier to connection. And then, everything changed. As the months rolled on, Alex and Mia's blog continued to flourish. Their readers found comfort in their stories, and the community they had built became a source of inspiration for many. However, beneath the excitement, Alex still sensed an underlying tension in Mia. Despite their success, she struggled with self-doubt. One evening, they scheduled a video call to discuss their next steps for the blog. When Mia joined, Alex noticed she looked tired. "Hey, Mia, how are you holding up?" he asked, genuinely concerned. "I'm okay," she replied, forcing a smile. "Just juggling work and everything else. Sometimes I feel like I'm not doing enough for the blog." Alex's heart sank. "You're doing so much. Look at how many people we've reached. You inspire others every day." Mia sighed. "I know, but I can't help but feel like I'm falling short. I see other bloggers doing amazing things, and I wonder if I measure up." "Mia, we're not in this for competition," Alex said firmly. "We're here to share our stories and help others. It's okay to not have everything figured out." She nodded, but her eyes looked distant. "I just want to prove that I can be successful in this new city. I want to feel like I belong." Alex felt a rush of empathy. "You belong with us, Mia. You've built connections with people through our blog, and that's what matters. Let's focus on what we can do together." Mia smiled faintly. "You always know how to lift my spirits. Thank you for being so supportive. Let's plan something special," Alex suggested. "A project that can help both of us feel accomplished. How about a community event? We could invite our readers to meet up in person, share stories, and strengthen our connections." Mia's eyes sparkled with interest. "That sounds amazing. We could organize workshops, discussions, and even some fun activities." "Exactly. We can create a space where people can feel safe and supported," Alex replied, feeling excitement building. This could be a chance for us to grow and prove our worth, not just to ourselves, but to everyone who has supported us. They spent the next few weeks planning the event. They reached out to their readers, gathering ideas and suggestions. The response was overwhelmingly positive, with many people eager to participate. The excitement fueled Mia's confidence, and she started to feel like her old self again. As the event date approached, they worked tirelessly to finalize details. They arranged for a local community center to host the gathering and planned activities that would encourage sharing and connection. Alex felt a sense of purpose as they worked together, and he could see Mia's passion reignite.